Hi. So, will you tell me who you are and where we are?
I am Christina Moon, and I am the monitor engineer for LCD Sound System. I have worked with them since 2009, so have been through many evolutions of the band and how we monitor on stage. We currently, I believe, have our best sounding and best setup that we've had to date. Rupert Neve Designs being a big part of that for me.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Would you walk us through kind of what you have going on here at Monitor World and on stage?
Of course. I'm using a Yamaha Ravage PM10. We've been using this console since probably around 2016, 2017. We made the switch. I have 50 speakers out on stage. Having control and clarity is a huge part of my day. The Shelford preamp has been a big part of that for me. I can get that tight, mid-range, precise EQs for listening in a pretty volatile environment. We are not known for our quiet shows. And we dig in pretty hard for the full saturation of the preamp. You know, I can just keep his vocals front and center in this mix when we have just, sometimes it's a party.
It
is a party. It's very fun.
You're throwing a party on stage with 50 speakers.
We are. Everyone's dancing and we're having a great time, including myself, which, since I don't have to fight, with a lot of onboard pre's, you're having to carve out so much EQ, and I can achieve so much more gain before feedback with these Shelford.
Do you want to take me around the stage a little bit?
Of course. So shockingly, we're able to keep our input list down into 64 inputs. So a lot of things are being submixed down on stage. Abby, our synth player here, is an amazing engineer herself and builds all the mixers. So everything is coming down into a single line for Steve and I. Because as you can see, everyone has their own zone up here. Pat is surrounding, protecting himself from that side fill. James has his own zone here. And we're also running a vintage 409 into those.
Ah, yes.
Rupert Neve.
You don't see these very often.
No, you don't. So that adds another layer of what to finesse, because they're like snowflakes. Not, there's no two that sound alike.
Does he have one favorite, or do you have a bunch of them on tour?
We have a bunch of them. Every time we see them available, we buy them up. So if you have any, please let us know. This is Nancy, one of our other synth players. She has many different sounds and whatnot coming through, but all being submixed down here. So everything from this zone, one line, which is amazing. Al, we do have two lines coming from Al here, because in certain songs, two different sounds coming from him that we need. And then we can step up into Piano World. I believe there's also, there we've got some more Rupert Neve up here. You'll find little Rupert Neve boxes scattered throughout over here. Step over here. This is the master synth zone. So our EMS and everything being submixed again here through an Abby Echeverry design. And Poly MPC World, we do have a great Space Echo tape delay for James's vocals, and some more Rupert Neve designs. This is all percussion, Simmons and claps and Sinaires and all of the other fun noises that the band makes.
What is your favorite part about mixing this band?
Oh my gosh, it's always changing. We're always trying something new. Different speakers, different microphones. When I first started, we would go into rehearsals for 3 months for a new record, coming up with all of the sounds. And I'm always pushed and challenged to think outside the box with James. And there is no right or wrong way to do anything, and all your hard work is always appreciated. So it's always fun to try something new and new toys.
Thank you so much for walking us through this. This was awesome.
Thank you.